Hey, what's going on guys, Wookies if you want to hear, and in today's we're going to talk about major gaming events happening in 2016 and how they relate to Call of Duty in the future. So again, in this video we'll talk about the events that are going to happening over 2016 and how they relate to Call of Duty 2016, what we can expect them from a Call of Duty standpoint, and we're just going to talk about that in this video today. So the reason why I'm doing this video is because last year was a really significant year for Call of Duty and how they present the game, because it really changed how we got the game, because we got the multiplayer E3, Gamescom wasn't as significant, we got some really events that we just didn't expect to see any Call of Duty information from that actually did show us some. So again, we're going to talk about that in this video right now. So the first event we're going to be looking at is E3 2016. So this is happening from June the 14th to June the 16th, 2016, happening in California. And basically, before Black Ops 3, from this event, what we got is our first gameplay and first campaign look at obviously the new Call of Duty game. However, with last year, we actually got to see the multiplayer, and people got to play the multiplayer at E3, which is never before seen. One of the craziest things that happened last year, and I honestly expect the same things to happen to Call of Duty 2016, and here's why. So before, obviously, back in Black Ops 2, Black and Ghost and that, developers had a 2-year cycle, which meant the multiplayer of the game was only ready till quite close to before the game was launching. However, the 3-year developer cycle gives obviously developers more time to fine-tune the multiplayer, which means it's probably going to be available for E3 for people to play at. So that's why I think that's why Black Ops 3 was obviously introduced at E3, and I do honestly expect the same kind of thing with Call of Duty 2016 at E3. Of course, if that obviously doesn't happen, it leads to one of the events that's going to happen later in the year being very significant to Call of Duty. And if it does obviously go on a similar kind of path, it means an event, Gamescom, we're going to talk about in a second, is going to be not less significant. So another event we're going to talk about, which is happening from the 21st of July to the 24th of July, this is Comic-Con in San Diego. So usually we never get anything to do with Call of Duty, but that changed with last year. So what happened in Comic-Con was we actually got the Shadows of Evil and the giant kind of trailers. So this is really, really cool, because we never see anything from Comic-Con, especially to do with Call of Duty, just not the event for it. Of course, with the introduction of zombies coming back, it's been 3 years, we haven't seen zombies back. There's a huge zombies fan base, and we got to see some really cool Call of Duty information about zombies. However, I don't see this happening this year. I think that was kind of a one-off, but of course, zombies has such a big fan base, and Extinction and maybe Infinity Towards Third Gamer won't have a big fan base, and just won't be as interested as, won't be as interesting as zombies. So I don't think Comic-Con will be in the Call of Duty kind of road to, will be something to do with Call of Duty. But again, it's a possibility that Infinity Ward could just do something at Comic-Con, but again, it's looking like it's not a likely option, and Comic-Con, I do think that's a track only thing where they introduce their zombies. So now I'm going to talk about probably the second most important gaming event to happen for Call of Duty, and that is Gamescom, which is happening from the 17th of August to the 23rd of August in Cologne, Germany. So again, before Black Ops 3, this is the point where it's absolutely crazy. We got to see the multiplayer gameplay, we got to see people got to play the multiplayer, we got a whole kind of how the developers actually talked about the multiplayer for an hour, talking about the creator class and all kinds of really, really cool shit. However, that kind of changed last year, because we got to see the multiplayer first at E3, which left Gamescom to be less significant. But even if Call of Duty do reveal their multiplayer at E3, it does not mean Gamescom will become irrelevant. It means that Gamescom will actually be the place where they go in depth in the Call of Duty, talk about the creator class, talk about the new guns, maybe showcase some of the really cool maps, or just show the new features that they added to the multiplayer obviously map. And I do think Gamescom will still be a relevant gaming event, and a gaming event that you really got to watch out for if you are interested in Call of Duty, because we get to see some really, really cool shit in that one. And again, Gamescom is happening from the 17th of August to the 21st of August. So now we're going to switch over from Call of Duty 2016 to Black Ops 3, and this is the COD World League Final, which is happening in the fall of 2016. So of course, this is kind of different, because we had the Call of Duty Championship before that, which actually happened around this time. It was around March or April time when we got the final of the Call of Duty Championship, the big $1 million tournament. However, this has changed now with the COD World League, but they put it all the way to the fall of 2016. I don't see there's a really good reason why, because of course it keeps interest in Black Ops 3 throughout the life cycle. Of course, August, September, Call of Duty really died then last year in August. So again, that's really cool. COD World League, if you guys are interested in esports, happening fall of 2016, and that is absolutely really awesome. So now I'm going to talk about an event that's not actually been confirmed, but it's looking like it's a real possibility. So I'm going to just quickly go back to the Call of Duty blog post that they put out on Twitter, and in it actually does say that they'll be actually hosting a community event for Call of Duty, and again, that would be really awesome, because of course we have not had a community event for a very long time, and the last community event was Call of Duty XP, which happened in 2011, and basically this event just showed off Modern Warfare 3. People got to play it. There's loads of cool events, and it was basically a good way to promote Modern Warfare 3, and I do think they're going to do a similar thing for the next Call of Duty game. So Call of Duty XP just does basically means that Call of Duty is getting very close, and that happened around early September time. Again, really cool stuff happened there. Paintballing, ziplining. I can't remember off the top of my head what exactly happened, but I know it's a really cool event. And if you could go to Call of Duty XP, oh bloody hell, I'm jealous. So yeah, Call of Duty XP is really the last major event for the new Call of Duty game before it does release in November. And again, it's a really good place. It's probably happening in California. That's where the last one happened. And again, it just signals that Call of Duty is getting really close when COD XP does finally release in the fall of 2016. So yeah, those are the major events happening in 2016 that lead up to, of course, Call of Duty 2016. Again, we don't have a clue what the name is. We'll probably get to know the name in May of 2016 because that's when they usually actually announce the game. We don't get any gameplay, but we get a nice little teaser trailer in May. So that's obviously coming very soon. I don't have to call it Call of Duty 2016 all the time, so that'd be really awesome. Again, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'd just like to say thanks for watching.